You're listening to
super, or whatever the infernal thing is.
Supercalifragilistic Awesome Disney Podcast. Each week, we're going to talk about three things. In Main Street, USA, we'll talk about the latest Disney news.
My partridge in a pear tree underwear needs washing.
Oh, well, then my Christmas wish has been granted.
In Tomorrowland, we'll talk about the things we're looking forward to.
What do you want with me?
You will be haunted by three spirits. I'd rather not.
And World Showcase is dedicated to our favorite Disney adventures.
It's Christmas Eve, a time of mystery, expectations. Who knows what might happen?
So let's get this show on the road.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this week's show, another Christmas show. I'm assuming
right.
Mine's Christmas show.
Mine's Christmas.
This is Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
And Miss Piggy Ears.
I went with Miss Piggy tonight. They are comfy. They're not overly bulky.
No, listen, and I think you are going to hate this, but you with a little purple bow off to one side.
And some pearls.
Some pearls and a big jewel.
I mean, I think, honestly, wearing the pig ears around the Epcot Festival of the Holidays next week is really sort of spot on.
Yeah, that's right. Kind of on the nose.
It's kind of on the nose there. Yeah. Maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, I get it. Well, they look great on you.
Yeah, well, thank you.
So good in them.
Biased. I appreciate it.
That's right. And when this show airs, we'll be
there. Yes.
having a cold drink at
or two.
Jock Lindsay's.
Yes, absolutely.
Cannot wait. Mm-hmm. Hey, so as usual, my favorite part of the week is looking to see where all the downloads come from. Mm-hmm. This week, we actually had more unique cities download than any other week since we launched.
Wow.
Which is super exciting.
Okay.
Enjoyed seeing Texas City, Texas.
Okay.
Which is right on the coast between Houston and the water.
Okay.
Which is really cool. We're right there at Galveston. Ogden, Utah, which I know someone in Ogden, Utah, actually.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Saugus, Massachusetts.
Wow.
And very excited to see Perth, Australia.
Perth, Australia.
The west coast of Australia.
Wow.
Much underappreciated west coast of Australia.
I did mention to you that one of our listeners is bitter that we have not called out her town yet.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know. I feel pretty strongly now about not calling out any of those towns.
She's already very angry at you for other reasons. I don't know that that's where you want to go.
I love her, but she holds no sway over me.
Oh, wow.
Gosh, man, I am just...
You feeling it
I really
tonight.
Sort of hate that I said that just then.
Yeah, I kind of do too. You are feeling it tonight. Just go ahead and say to that listener, it's not you.
Yeah, it's not. I've been this way all day. We're about to ride.
He's really feeling it today.
I need the vacation, man. Hey, and speaking of vacation... What a great accidental segue.
That's a great segue.
So we are going to take, a couple of weeks off here.
A couple weeks, yes.
At Christmas. Mm-hmm. This will be our last regularly scheduled weekly show of this year. We will be back better than ever in January.
Season 3.
With Season 3. We've got a couple of ideas for what we're going to cover in Season 3.
Yep.
And very excited about that. But we won't go quite radio silent in the next couple of weeks. We've got some fun bonus material that we plan to release over the next couple of weeks, just so that, you continue to hear our dulcet tones.
Yes, we do have some bonus stuff planned. And also we'll spend the next couple of weeks sort of planning for Season 3 because it's going to be a little bit different, and we're excited about it.
Yeah. Awesome. So let's hit up Main Street.
Let's do it.
Okay, so... There's really one big news item, and anybody that follows Disney as close as we do, or even you would have seen this if you follow Twitter, you would have seen this trending all week, was Disney Investor Day. Which took place a few days ago. And this is actually, I think, needs to be bonus material. There's just too much to go over.
Yeah.
They literally released all of their new projects on all of their properties. Hulu, FX Networks, Lucasfilm, which is Star Wars, Nat Geo, Disney Plus TV series.
You mean all their media properties?
All their media properties, okay. Yes. Disney Films, Disney Animation, Pixar, Marvel.
Jeez.
They have got like long-term amazing plans for all of these platforms. And some of the really exciting ones, Star Wars, Marvel, Disney Animation, Pixar, really need their own little bonus episode.
Yeah,
so
you should do that.
Very excited to try to dig into that. But it makes me think about those two storytellers in the Frozen Ever After show that talk about all the money.
Oh, yeah.
Raining money. That's just what I keep going through my head when I see all this stuff that they're going to release.
Yes.
So, Margot Robbie, I think is how you pronounce her name. She is going to be taking over the lead role in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Wow.
Yes.
Has she been in the previous movies?
No.
Huh.
So Johnny Depp has had a bit of a year, as we all have. But if you could make the year worse, his has been worse.
I heard that.
And so he lost some court cases, and he's been removed from Pirates movies. He's been removed from the Fantastic Beasts movies as Grindelwald.
As Grindelwald.
In those
wow.
movies. Yep. Mads Mikkelsen is going to be replacing him as Grindelwald in those movies. That was Le Chiffre in Casino Royale.
Oh, wow. That's creepier. Like, Johnny Depp is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But Le Chiffre is creepy.
Yeah, he's been even creepier in other things he's been in. It's a good person to put in that role.
Sure.
He'll do great in that. Just sort of sad for Depp's career. I mean, his career could literally be over now.
Yeah.
They had actually announced a Pirates reboot at the same time that they were still working on Johnny Depp's new Pirates movie. Okay. And Jerry Bruckheimer was producing both of them. But now I don't know this for sure. I'm just trying to read between the lines of the news, but it looks like the one that Depp was going to be in, like the sixth or whatever, Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow Pirates movie, is sort of dead in the water. And oh man, I didn't even plan that. Gosh, it's dead. It's sunk, as it were. That's awesome. So they're actually going to reboot, I think, the series now with Margot Robbie as the lead in it, which is cool. It's all female led. So I think it's written and directed by women, and she plays the role. And the reason, and this actually was announced back in June, and it just wasn't on my radar back then, but it came back around in the news because she has suggested that she wants her character to be LGBTQ friendly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So very, very cool things going on in the Pirates franchise there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So just some little resort stuff. As of December the 7th, so this past week, because of all the spiking COVID cases, please wear masks, people. California has basically shut everything down again. So as of last week, downtown Disney and Buena Vista Street at Disneyland, where they had some restaurants that were open.
Oh, those are shut down.
The Disney run ones are absolutely shut down. Some third party restaurants are doing like carry out service only.
Wow.
But just back to square one, really.
Man, wear the masks.
That's right, man. Wear the masks. And for anyone that's planning to go to Walt Disney World over New Year's, it's a little bit, it's very different this year, right? There's not going to be midnight fireworks shows in all the parks like they've done in years past. So I thought it was really nice. They put out this little blurb on their website about how, if you're going to be there over New Year's, how can you celebrate like in your room?
Oh, that's cute.
So you can create your own in-room celebration with food and beverages and celebratory items for purchase. So the Disney Floral and Gifts Company, they offer holiday baskets that you can buy of various price ranges that come with champagne and party favors and party hats and noisemakers and all these kinds of things in there. Yep. Select resort merchandise locations will be open past midnight. Some quick service restaurants in certain resorts will be open past midnight so that you can, bring food in. Some of the resorts will have like scavenger hunts and New Year's Eve craft events and stuff like that going late into the evening. So they're really trying to give guests that are going to be there on New Year's something that they can do that feels celebratory.
That's fun.
Obviously, all the TVs run regular network stations, and so they'll be able to see, New Year's Rocket
Right.
Eve and all that stuff. But Disney will also have like their fireworks shows, their special fireworks shows, their New Year's Eve fireworks show, their minis special holiday fireworks, et cetera. They will have those streaming on various channels.
Oh, now that's fun.
Also,
I was going to say they could still do the fireworks in the park.
I thought about
people
that.
are not in the park at midnight, so they could still do them. And
I
you could
thought
see them
about
from
that,
the rooms.
but like if you did that at Magic Kingdom, people are going to gather on the beach at Polynesian. And they're going to gather on the rooftop or right there where the monorail station is at the Contemporary and try to watch them.
People. You know, people are
People,
constantly trying to break the rules.
They are constantly. We know firsthand. So that's all I've got. Like I said, the big news was all the stuff that came out of Disney Investor Day. And I would recommend, if you're on Twitter, go to Twitter, just hashtag Disney Investor Day, and you could be there for a week reading all the stuff that they're doing.
Yeah.
What it tells me though is, man, Disney is all in on their streaming services. I am absolutely for all the effort they're putting in to put out really quality content.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so that's all the news?
That's it.
Okay, so do you want a trivia question?
Of course.
Now, this is the last trivia question of the season.
Only because it has given you such stress.
It's the last trivia question of the season, but I will say, even if we were going to do 2 more episodes like this month, you still wouldn't be able to even break even. You're at negative 375 right now. Even if you get this one right, which you will, and then you got the next 2 right, you're still not going to break even for the season.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, pressure's off. You're not gonna do this thing.
Great.
I know how stressed these make you. Okay, here we go. Disney introduced its first animated openly gay character in which movie? You know this.
Animated.
Yeah.
Openly gay character.
Openly gay animated character in which movie?
I mean, I've got an answer, but I don't think it's right.
Okay, well, what's your answer?
My answer is LeFou in Beauty and the Beast, but
no, he was not openly gay.
Not then, right?
Yeah, he
That
didn't.
went to the
He
live
actually
action.
did not. Yeah, he actually passed the Vito Russo test, but I mean,
Oh,
horribly
wait.
closeted.
Oh wait, I know who it is.
Yes, I know
It's
you
that.
do.
It's that police officer.
You're telling me the name of the movie, not the name of the
Oh,
person.
it's in Onward.
Yes. Why do you
Onward.
make things so hard? Why do you make things so hard? I mean, I clearly said the name in which movie.
Yeah, I
and you're
know.
like, oh, it's LeFou movie. What is this movie?
I'm sorry. My executive functioning has taken a dive
you
today.
are really struggling. And I get it, honey. I get it. I'm there.
It's time for
I'm
vacation,
there.
man.
Let's go to Tomorrowland.
All right, I'm down with it. Okay, so my Tomorrowland, I saw some folks talking about this idea on the socials. And there's always this running idea on socials. What do you do at Disney when you don't go to a park? What does a non-park day look like for you?
Okay.
And then people always throw out lots of great ideas, whether it's pool days or go over to Disney Springs and watch a movie or whatever. And somebody threw out something that I've heard before, but not in this context, and it's a great idea. This is a self-guided Yuletide tour of the Walt Disney resorts.
Oh, wow.
Right? So every park has at least one spectacular Christmas tree, right?
Okay.
And so it's easy, or it's tempting just to talk about the decor, the Christmas feel of the parks, because they do a great job.
Right.
But you can actually have this wonderful day of Disney Christmas awesomeness by just touring some of the resorts.
Okay.
And I have to say that, and that's free, by the way. You're
Right.
at Disney, you spend a free day just filling up on Christmas cheer.
Right. I don't know that it might not be kid friendly.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe more of an adult thing, but
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
But
Very
you
cool
can
with that.
feed them a lot of, Christmas
Oh yeah,
sugar
that's what we
on
want
this
to do
trip.
is sugar them up.
Yeah.
Put them on the monorail. Code V. For those of y'all that are wondering, we were on the monorail once where someone had an upset stomach, and the monorail person yelled,
Code V.
Code V, Code V. I was like, that one.
I knew that's what they did when we had a situation like that, but I had not actually seen it in action. And
but it was
really they hop right too.
Very real thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so go ahead. Sorry.
So
Yuletide cheer. Not Code V. Yuletide cheer.
So there's the Disney resorts just go over and above when it comes to decorating for Christmas, and the good people at Disney Tourist Blog have a wonderful, and I was like, how do I do this? How do I talk about like going around and seeing the Disney decor at the resorts? Disney Tourist Blog, I highly recommend. Go to their site. They do a wonderful job. They have actually put out a step-by-step guide on how to most efficiently go from place to place to place to place and what to look for specifically.
Oh,
in
wow.
all the resorts.
How much fun is that?
And they like start at the Magic Kingdom and walk here and then take the monorail to here and then go back to here and take the ferry to here. And they literally, and then they tell you what to look for in great detail.
That's fantastic.
At each resort. Yeah. So go there and get the actual step-by-step. They do like a 1-day tour and a 2-day tour where they take you to even more resorts. Yeah. So I'm really wanting to make sure that we hear about DisneyTouristBlog.com because they put a lot of effort into that. And it had to be wonderful to go
seriously, just to create that.
Yes.
That's something you would love to do, man. You'd bust out your spreadsheet in a heartbeat to map that kind of thing out.
And they have, and they clearly had a good time because they put a lot of effort into it. So go check that out, DisneyTouristBlog.com. And I'm going to be talking about some of these resorts. I'm talking about some of my favorite ones that some of these we have never seen at Christmas before.
Okay.
And but I'm excited about it because I know at least one of them we're going to see this time.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about gingerbread houses, even though in 2020 they don't have gingerbread houses, right? Which is a bummer. Some of the resorts that typically have decor are not even open, like Port Orleans, Riverside, and French Quarter.
Okay.
Poly usually has this big, beautiful Christmas tree in the lobby, but probably doesn't this year because of all the construction that they're doing. But just in case you want to plan for 2021, when everything is going to absolutely be better, right? Right.
Please, God.
Please tell me. Yes.
Please, God. Please.
And gingerbread houses will be back and all that. So let's talk about it a little bit. Okay. So, the first one on my list here we have done before, is the Grand Floridian, in terms of their Christmas decor. The Grand Floridian was just one of these. It's a stop for people anyway.
Yeah.
My grandmom could not go to Disney without going to the Grand Floridian.
Right. It's beautiful. Not during Christmas.
Right. But then at Christmas time, they've got this huge 4-story lobby that's dominated by this huge Christmas tree that goes up to the very top floor. It's all gold and silver and white. They've got like literal bird cages on the Christmas tree and birds. And it's just so massive and pretty. And then you got their grand piano on the floor, and all the garland going around the railings. Yeah. But the other thing about what dominates the lobby of the Grand Floridian is their gingerbread house, right? Their gingerbread house is literally a 14-foot tall functional house. Okay. It serves.
It's different every year. This isn't a kit they put together. They build.
They literally, and all these. I'm going to mention multiple gingerbread houses. Remember, they literally bake these things and assemble and build them. But what makes this one stand out is that it's actually a functional snack shack. They literally sell things out of it, knickknacks and treats and candies and all these kind of.
Isn't there a special on Disney Plus about the gingerbread house building? I thought we watched something.
Oh, we did watch something.
I think there is. You go out there and look for this on Disney Plus because it's amazing.
I think it's building that gingerbread house.
I think it is. Yeah. Go watch that.
Yeah. So, but what is widely considered the best place to go at Disney for Christmas is the Wilderness Lodge. Disney Tours Blog said it like this: Wilderness Lodge is the best hotel at Christmas. Not just in Walt Disney World, anywhere. The decorations, the music, the tree are all gorgeous and rife with detail, and this is truly a matter of the whole thing being the sum of it, better than the sum of its parts. Again,
wow,
this is another. My favorite ones are all going to have a theme here. They're all these huge grand lobbies with multi floors and these trees that dominate the landscape there. But what my impression that I get out of Wilderness Lodge, because we've never been here at Christmas time, in my recollection anyway, what I get out of this is that this is the one where when you walk through the doors, you legitimately feel like you have stepped out of wherever it was you were, Florida, and you have stepped into the Canadian Northwestern and Pacific Northwest wilderness at Christmas time.
Wow. Covered
with, and you assume that the outside world is just covered with snow because of this Christmas ambiance that you've just stepped into. The tree is covered with like little Native American teepees that flicker because they've got fire. They supposedly have fire on the inside of them, right? And handmade decorative animals from the Pacific Northwest. And again, the tree is massive, and they've got all these other trees scattered throughout the lobby area and the sitting areas and everything. How cute. It just takes over your senses for Christmas, right? The other one that I'm really excited about seeing, and we're going to definitely see it on this trip, is Animal Kingdom Lodge.
I'm excited about that. You said we've never been there.
I've never stepped in the building at all ever in my life. Okay. This is another one of these grand lobbies, multi-tier with a tree that dominates. It really takes the same sort of plan for Christmas that Wilderness Lodge does. Some people actually think it's better. But where the Wilderness Lodge had the Pacific Northwest theming on the tree, this has African theming on the tree. Aww. So a lot of African animals in handcrafts and wicker African instruments. Okay. And then again, you've got the garland, and what really just sets these places over the top is the music, the Christmas loops that they play. Each resort has loops designed specifically for that resort.
Oh, wow.
So you can actually go on YouTube. If you want to take a little mini Christmas vacation in your own home, you can go into YouTube and find a lot of these Christmas loops with like imagery from those resorts on YouTube.
You should totally do that while we're opening presents on Christmas morning.
I think that's exactly what we're going to do. I started listening to the Magic Kingdom one while I was working recently. But I think that's what they say is that the music with the decor, it's you literally are no longer like at Disney. You're just in a Christmas wonderland in each of these resorts.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
we don't have a day for that.
No, we don't have a day for that this year.
But that would be. I would totally be up for that.
Beach Club is also a big deal. I didn't even get to all the Gingerbread houses, but Yacht Club, Boardwalk, and Grand Destino are also other resorts that Disney Tourist Blog said that you absolutely must get to on
We
your
should
tour.
do that one year.
People talk about taking a resort tour, even when it's not Christmas time.
Right.
But doing it at Christmas time would just be great. And you can do it in a day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
that would be fun.
That's my Tomorrowland is a Yuletide Christmas tour of the Disney resorts.
Okay. Well, that's awesome.
You ready?
I'm ready for World Showcase.
All
yeah.
Right.
So, in honor of losing Stacy last week with Must Do Disney, I came up with the top 5.
Stacy's still alive, by the way.
She's alive. She's just not in the resorts. I came up with the top 5 must-dos for us at Disney World during Christmas.
Okay.
Now, to be clear, this does not include the Candlelight Processional. We discussed that last week, and it only includes things that are included in a standard admission.
Okay.
In addition to eating, right? I'm not including Festival of the Holidays or things like that. This is, again, like free stuff you can do. 5 must-dos at Disney at Christmas.
Awesome.
Number 1.
Okay.
Get a Christmas ornament. We do this at every trip, not just at Christmas trips.
That's right.
There's a permanent Christmas store at Disney Springs, but then there's also a great Christmas store in Magic Kingdom. And you can get Christmas ornaments throughout Epcot, around the World Showcase, and all those. So we love to buy Christmas ornaments. So I'm going to tell the pixie dust story.
Okay. Oh.
So our very first ornament, I want y'all to know I'm not making fun of this lady.
No.
We are nothing but in awe of what these women can do. But if you've ever watched the ornament decorators, they're usually older women that have been doing this for years, and they just have, it's just amazing to watch them do it. Well, one year we were at the Disney Springs shop. It was one of our first years getting an ornament, and we said the words that we wanted. And the lady looked at us, and she goes, "You want pixie dust?" And I did not see that voice coming out of that face.
Nope.
And it completely caught me off guard. But I have to tell you, we said yes then, and we've said yes to every ornament since then.
Every time since. And
Yes,
sometimes
I
they
want
forget to
pixie
ask
dust.
us, and we say,
I want the pixie dust.
can we have some pixie dust?
I want the pixie dust. So, pro tip, if you get an ornament, get the pixie dust. Yes, you want the pixie dust.
It's different every time, but it's always perfect.
Yes. So, number 2, see the gingerbread house at the Grand Flo. So again, like you said, it's not there this year, but normally it is life size. And like you said, they do have some things that you can buy in their little shop. They have cake pops, cookie bars. You can buy your own signature house. It's like $60. It's already decorated. And even like gluten-free items. They also have mugs and like limited edition pins. But I think probably the coolest takeaway is you can actually purchase a shingle to take home.
That's right.
Like they sell the
That's right.
shingles.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? So let me just give you a breakdown on last year's ingredients for the house. 1,050 pounds of honey, 140 pints of egg whites, 600 pounds of powdered sugar. Powdered sugar is light, y'all.
600 pounds of that junk.
That's a lot of powdered sugar. 700 pounds of chocolate, 800 pounds of flour, 35 pounds of spices, tons of creativity, Disney magic, and pixie dust.
400 hours and 10,000 total shingles of gingerbread.
That's insane, right?
Yes.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
Yes. So seeing the gingerbread house at the Grand Flo, we've always done. Every time we've been at Christmas, we've seen the gingerbread house at the Grand Flo. Number 3, must do. Number 3, see the reindeer and the nutcrackers in the parade. So this year, they're cavalcades,
Yes.
and this is at Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
Magic Kingdom has, and I should have worn my reindeer shirt tonight. I didn't even think about it.
So
Oh,
sad.
bummer. Magic Kingdom has these reindeer. I think they're hilarious.
They are hilarious.
They're kind of like stiff for a
very,
reindeer.
They're very stiff.
They're stiff for a reindeer. I think the people inside like see out their neck or
Or
something.
they see out like right around their chest neck area. And so everything above that is just stiff. straight
Totally
up.
stiff. Well, one year we went to the Very Merry Christmas Party.
Yes.
And those reindeer were dancing
Oh, man.
on the dance floor at Cosmic Ray's
Yep.
Starlight Cafe.
They had turned that into like a DJ party for kids.
It was the best dance party I've ever seen with those reindeer. And I'm telling you, they were dancing their little reindeer butts off.
They were, man. I have never seen reindeer work as hard to get kids to dance.
I was so excited to see that the shirt they were selling for the Very Merry Party had the reindeer on it that year. And I got that. I was so proud of that shirt. I was like, I love these reindeer.
It's totally a thing.
They're
They
so
were out
stinking
there
cute.
shaking it, man.
Shaking it. And you think, I hope those costumes have fans or air conditioning or like a camelback water thing. Because this little reindeer are working their butts off. But anyway, so they're also in the parade.
Yep.
I love the reindeer. I also love, I said the nutcrackers, but are they toy soldiers?
They're toy soldiers.
They're
yeah.
toy soldiers. Okay, so I love the toy soldiers in the parade.
Yeah.
And they have like flat feet.
Yeah.
And so when they come through, it's like clomp, clomp,
I know.
clomp, clomp, clomp.
But in
clomp.
unison, they're
Yes.
stepping in time. It's so
It's fantastic.
It's really good.
So they're both in the cavalcades this year.
really.
Yes, the reindeer and the toy
that's
soldiers are in the cavalcades.
That's great. I can't wait.
So I'm telling you, I'm more excited to see them than I am Mickey and Minnie in their Christmas cavalcade.
Well,
I
it's 'cause
love
you
those
can't see them
reindeer.
but once a year.
I love those reindeer and I love those toy
I
soldiers.
just remember.
I know, right?
They were
Like,
s-
they're like robots, right? With the clomp, clomp, clomp. I love them. Okay, number 4. Ride the Jingle Cruise at Magic Kingdom.
Yes, it's a must.
Must do. Must do Disney.
Must do.
I should have like gone back and watched that video so that I could say it just like Stacy did.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Yeah, must do Disney. So ride the Jingle Cruise at Magic Kingdom. There's something really corny about this ride at Christmas time. I mean, it's corny always.
It's corny all the time.
But at Christmas time,
They take it to a
it's
whole
like they
new
get all
level.
new jokes,
I
all
know.
new corny jokes.
All new Christmas corny jokes.
Christmas corny jokes. So you had the regular corny jokes, and now you've got the Christmas corny jokes.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Yep.
They changed the names of all of the boats to have to do with Christmas.
Yeah.
And they changed the actual name of the ride up on the the sign outside. So it doesn't say Jungle Cruise, it says Jingle Cruise.
Jingle Cruise. It's got like a candy cane where the eye is supposed to be.
Yes.
Great.
And they really do decorate every inch of this thing except for the backside of water. They cannot decorate the backside of water.
But that's right. They put like garland on the campsite that's out there that gets overturned by the animals, and they don't skimp on anything.
No, and I just always think of like when you're going through the tunnel, they've even put things in the tunnel, and you think who did this? Who spends this much time like decorating Jingle Cruise?
I know. And like they come up with it every year. They come up with new things, new jokes every year.
Right.
Great.
So I was watching a YouTube video of somebody going through the Jingle Cruise, and I noticed something that I've never noticed before. You know, you love these details,
I do
and
love
you totally get all the details.
Sure.
And they just go right over my head because I'm like, we're on the Jingle Cruise, woo! And then I get off and I go to another ride. I'm just not adulting. And you're like keeping a spreadsheet of all of the interconnected jokes. The guy towards the end, the headhunter, that is Trader Sam. Trader Sam is a store at Polly.
Yes.
I did not. I did not put those two things together. I know.
Kelly.
Well, anyway, in the Jingle Cruise, he's Trader Samta. Isn't that great? That's so awesome.
We are in our mid-40s and laughing like kids about that joke.
I know.
It's such a
I know.
bad joke.
The jokes, I think, like vaguely remind me of Chevy Chase jokes.
Yeah.
There's some physical humor. There's some like really corner humor. You know, can't see the line, can you, Russ? Have a log, not a Yule log. Not what you think of Yule log.
Oh gosh.
I'm just saying, like it vaguely reminds me of that, you know, Christmas Vacation,
really
humor.
childish humor.
Really childish humor that, frankly, we just all need more of.
Honestly.
Okay, and number 5, and this is last, but most definitely not least, Snope.
Yes.
The Snope.
I can remember the first time I saw it.
The Snope.
I thought I had stepped into a magical wonderland.
Right. It's snowing in Florida.
Right. And it feels like snow.
It does. It looks like snow. It feels like snow. There's Christmas music playing, and they do this, I believe, at every park. Now, we've never been at Animal Kingdom late enough for them to do Snope.
Yeah, I don't know that they do it. I don't know if they do it at Epcot or Animal Kingdom. I don't remember ever seeing it at either place. But they definitely used to do it at Hollywood
Magic
Studios when they had the Osborne lights, and when they launched the snow on Main Street, USA. I just want to sit there and maybe get a little misty.
I know.
I mean, it is just the best.
So there you go, folks. That's your top 5 must-dos.
That is a serious public service that you just performed.
You're all welcome. That's your top 5 must-dos at Disney World during Christmas.
So
Christmas ornament, gingerbread house at the Grand Flo, reindeer and toy soldiers in the parade at Magic Kingdom, ride the Jingle Cruise, and play in the Snope.
I love it. It is so perfect. I am just
all
ready to
welcome.
go. I'm going to leave tonight. Folks, That's this week's show. It was our last show of this year. 2020 is going to be gone when we do the next show. Yes.
So excited about that.
But keep an eye out for bonus material. If you enjoyed the show, go out to iTunes, leave us a rating, leave us a review, and we will just watch all those cities download next week.
Yes, absolutely, which I'm sure one of them will be Paducah, Kentucky, or Beaufort, South Carolina.
Or Columbia, South Carolina.
And if you're looking for more things Disney, please visit scfadp.com. That's S for Super, C for Cali, F for Fragilistic, A for Awesome, D for Disney, P for Podcast. We did not put anything bonus out there. We did not make our third recipe.
No, the mac and cheese.
So the mac and cheese we'll make when we get back. Yes.
So, but we will be putting out we'll make the mac and cheese when we come back, and we'll be putting out some additional fun stuff between now and season 3. So be on the lookout for that. Join us for the conversation on Instagram and Twitter at SCFADP. We're going to be like crazy over the next week in the parks.
Yes, we would love to hear from you.
And with that, we hope to see you real soon.